Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Easter. Today's video is going to be just a quick update on Bitcoin. There's not a lot to say. Remember, it's not financial advice, it's just my bias. All right, so the most important thing right now is not to get one-sided. The market can do exactly what it wants to do, and don't be too bullish and don't be too bearish. Let's talk about what our current options are. Our current options is that this is an A, a B, and a C. It could have an additional hit to the high. We also have a potential A, B, C coming from back here that still can have an additional hit to the high. What is the most important thing about the bearish option? The most important thing is that regardless if we get a hit to the high or not, whether it breaks down here or it gives this hit to the high, we want to see a controlled correction. We want something that when it comes down, it starts off in three waves. Gives us three waves and then gives us something to the downside that it's a controlled correction, potentially filling this gap. Even if it does hit our invalidation point, we want to see this happen, because what it means is that it will put a connector here. It will put a connector that it will either give this leg a partner to the upside or this entire structure a partner to the upside. And it can potentially go very high, even potentially breaking the all-time high. If Bitcoin can put a connector here and give either this leg or this leg a partner, it could potentially get pumpy and get almost to the all-time high. Now this would be a corrective move and it would be a B wave. Then it would give this leg a partner, but it could potentially make a higher low and never come back to this low here. All right, so now that we've talked about the bearish options and how Bitcoin can save itself if it is a bearish option, let's talk about the bull. The bull right now is that this leg to the upside, we don't know if it's the end of something or the start of something. Coming underneath 26,522, it will invalidate that being the start of something. It won't mean the end of the bull scenario. It will just mean that we will look at this as a 1 and then coming down for a wave 2. If the low at 19,584 is broken, then we will look at this entire structure here being a 1 and that it's coming down for a deeper 2. It is not until 15,460 is broken that we will not look at this as a 1 and a 2. Now coming underneath the floor that we've built at 18,100 will not be a good thing for the bulls. The only other thing that would put me on the side of bearishness is if we got a very harsh rejection where we got complete separation of a third wave. We would need a big separation move, something that looks like this, that drops through here underneath the gap and then gives us a fourth and a fifth. This would not be good. What starts with 5 ends with 5. It would mean that we would need a very big bounce so that when this 5 waves gets a potential partner, potentially it can hold a higher low, make a connector here, and then come out. This would create a zigzag, but it would be better if we never even got 5 waves to the downside. All right, let's get in a little closer and take a look at this structure. This is the wave that we're not sure if it's the start of something or the end of something. But coming underneath 26,522 will invalidate it being the start of something. Now, something that it could very well do is give this leg a partner and just sweep these lows, making a very bullish correction up here and then take off to the upside. This would put in a 1 and a 2. This would be extremely bullish, just sweeping these lows. But also on the table is just one additional high. Something that I told the Discord about how being able to tell the difference between taking off extremely bullish and just one additional hit to the high is the size of your separation move. If we get something that just gives us a little separation and then starts to consolidate, that is cluing you in that this is just going to be an additional hit to the high. If you get big separation, something that looks like this, then that is extremely different and means that this is the start of something potentially. The bigger the move before consolidation, the better. This is the consolidation that I'm talking about. We get this big push before it corrects. That's what we want to see here. If we get a small push, something along this lines, then that is cluing you into an additional hit to the high. All right, short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on Tuesday for Tuesday Live TA.